Hi everybody,
I'm Mark.
and I'm Jerry, and we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Welcome to another edition of What's New at the Military Collectibles Shop. So this week we're actually getting ready for the Show of Shows in Louisville, Kentucky. The Show of Shows is a fantastic show. It really is the show of shows because it's so big. It's bigger than any localized regional show. It's over 2,000 tables full of militaria. So we always look forward to that every year. So we're starting to get ready for that, but we've still had some stuff come in, so we wanted to share that with you and kind of go over some of the stuff that came in. So Mark, what do we have?
All right, let's start with the rare non-combatant gas mask that everybody's got in their closet.
Okay, maybe not rare, but still kind of a cool piece of American home front memorabilia. You know, thank God we never had to use them.
World War II e-tool.
Always nice. Proof to the reenactors that not everybody had T-handled shovels.
Nice pair of goggles.
Those are nice. The M44 pattern, I believe, or M8s.
These are M44.
M44. They were used by both ground troops and armored troops, and even pilots actually used them. Those are cool because you can actually interchange the lenses. There's different colored lenses that come with them. I actually use a pair of yellow ones when I go out snow blowing.
We have a couple of canteens here. This is kind of a starting Build-A-Bear canteen set, you know, somebody can put together. But we do have a kind of a beat-up canteen. This is 44 dated aluminum canteen, but Pedro Aguilar put his name on the front, and they wrote Texas on the back, so to remember that it was his.
Awesome. Always nice to get personalized items like that, you know, so we can actually trace it back and find out, see what Pedro did.
We have a really minty World War II 30 caliber ammo box where, if you collect ammo boxes, this is a really nice one.
Yeah, those are really nice. And the ammo boxes are really popular with both collectors and reenactors, especially in that kind of condition. We got in a bunch of helmets and helmet liners. The interesting thing about the helmet liners, like this one it was reused in the 1950s with the Civil Defense Auxiliary Police. So it appeals all to the civil defense collectors, Cold War collectors, as well as it's actually a really nice unissued World War II liner. We got some later ones. This one happens to be from the 84th Division. This was a division that was, the headquarters were here in Milwaukee. Are they still?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think the headquarters unit is still here. They've kind of brigaded and all that stuff lately. But my brother was actually a medic with these guys for a long time. Fifth Army. Again, also, we see a lot of the Fifth Army here in Wisconsin because it was kind of the regionally, Fifth Army took over a lot of stuff. The Dixie Division. Again, this is a World War II helmet liner that was actually used later. They didn't throw away everything right after the war ended and said, "Hey, let's get some new stuff." No, they kept using World War II pieces all the way through. I actually found a woodland covered front seam fixed bale helmet with a World War II liner in it.
And that one's got his name in it.
Yeah, this is cool. So we might be able to research this guy, Private Roman Mantley. It's always nice when you see it. Anytime you generally see these kind of white names put in with the kind of paint, especially if it starts with a US or if the service number starts with 55, those are post World War II. Most of the World War II service numbers start with 3, I think, or less. A couple other interesting pieces got in. These are actually large size record albums that were used for this particular one is from the Department of the Navy. So we have Stan Keaton and his orchestra from the 1950s, and these were a lot of times were played on armed services radios. So it's a larger size, very thin, very lightweight record compared to the vinyl ones we're used to. And normally the records of this size are 16 RPM. These ones actually happen to be 33 RPM. I was all excited because I thought I could play them and listen to them, but because I actually have a record player that plays 16s, but when I found out there were 33s, I thought, okay, my record player still plays 33s, but it's too big to fit on my record player, so I need to find a special record player for these.
Got a decent World War II wool shirt from the 33rd Division, and it's got the gas flap in it. A lot of times they cut the gas flap out because it's kind of a nuisance. They didn't really expect a gas attack, but nice for a collector or a reenactor.
This is a nice Ike jacket, combat infantry badge. They saw service in Europe, saw occupation duty. A little bit of fuzz. The interesting thing when you see an Ike jacket with the two patches like these, the right sleeve patch is called the combat patch. So the guys who were in the unit were allowed to wear the combat patch of the unit that they actually saw combat with, if they were assigned to another unit. So that's always nice to see. Probably the coup de grace of our finds this week was a painted World War II A2 flight jacket. This one happens to be from a plane called Hellenbach, which was a B-17. No, it was a B-24 that was actually assigned to the 8th Air Force, which is kind of unusual because there weren't a whole lot of Liberators that were assigned to the 8th Air Force. Nice thing about this one, it was identified. So we were actually, through our research associate, able to find out who the guy was. We actually got some pictures of him, and we got some of his dossier. He flew 32 missions. We got the bomb group, the bomb squadron. So that was really cool. Lastly, picked up a early SS Motorsturm collar tab for Motorsturm 15, which was only in existence for about a year before it was absolved into other groups. So kind of a rare tab, and this will be going into the Jerry collection. Okay, well, it's time for us to open the shop, so we got to get going. We have people waiting outside. But thanks for watching. As always, subscribe, like us, don't like us, I don't really care. But we always appreciate the comments. I love hearing from you, and we hope to see you at the Show of Shows coming up soon. So until then, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. See you.
Have a good day.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jerry.
I'm Mark.
And this is the Military Collectibles Shop. So, welcome to another edition. That's the phone. No, what if it's somebody with a rare dagger?